here in East Rutherford. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Charles really played well in that win a week ago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On third down, here's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mills now. Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They got everything going their way early on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Throwing, Mills.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the 2 poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last. Now Mills.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Dre. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mills on first down.
Just get rid of it.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. Throw left side complete. That's straight. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mills to throw it.
It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2nd and 10. Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and very short, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown. John Ross, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
first down. Mills.
James has got it. Complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Mills.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
It's caught by OBJ. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Final play of the half. Mills
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Bulldozes past him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge around the scrimmage.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. It makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Reese James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go play action. Mills out to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mills. And that is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 3 quarters in the books. 8 yards yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Barkley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight.
And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
To throw, Mills.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had to buy last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Yeah.